Good morning, good morning. I'm not feeling this hat this morning. Let's try another one. Uh, this hat? No. This hat? No. Maybe we'll try this hat. Um, no. I need head cover. Um, I got something for that. I don't have that hat up here. I don't know where my purple hat is. Okay, let's do the hood. Okay, better. Okay, now I'm situated. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy birthday and happy Friday. It's trash day for some of us, especially the ones that have been waiting to get the trash away. Put it out front, put it where you can, put it somewhere where the trash guys do not have to slip and slide across the ice to get to your trash because they are doing us a huge favor. Between the cats and the wild animals coming through to try to rip through the bags, we're trying to keep it a little clean, especially since the snow has gone through already. It's kind of looking dirty dishes like outside, that look in between before the snow goes away. Yeah, I don't know why it bothers me so much. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Glad that we made it through the week once again. It is a blessing, not a stressing to be here. Okay. Yes. So we're going to finish off a little bit more of Ephesians since I think I've fallen in love with this book. This book is gentle, yet it's definitely informed. Okay. So we've got 1 through 10 on Ephesians 3. Okay. 1 through 10. Let me take my hood off a little bit. I'm going to sing a little bit too this morning. I really want to. I like I'll get to it. I gotta find my tablet. I have not been putting my tablet on the last few days because they've been like hacking my devices whenever they want to just to irritate me. So here we go. For this cause, I, Paul, the prisoner of Jesus Christ for you Gentiles, if ye have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God which is given me to you word, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words, whereby when ye read ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Christ, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of man, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs and of the same body, and partakers of his promise in Christ by the gospel, whereof I was made a minister according to the gift of the grace of God given unto me by the effectual working of his power. Unto me, who am less than the least of all saints, is this grace given, that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in God, who created all things by Jesus Christ. Amen. So that was basically telling you what we all here doing, right? Moving right along, moving right along. Now, had I not read this, a lot of people would not have come across this. This is why a lot of times when you hear that phrase, if you put it in a book, they'll never find it. It's because a lot of people know that books intimidate you. Actually sitting down and having to read it, that's one thing. But having to understand it, that's another. But then having to apply it, that's a whole nother level. And a lot of us have gotten somewhere between the 0 point and the 2 point. A lot of us have not even thought possible that there was a 3 pointer. Yet, we do this in basketball. There is a 3 pointer when it comes to the Bible. You see, it's not enough just to grab the book. It's not enough just to be familiar with where to flip to. It's not even enough just to be able to actually just read it, because that is work in itself. It's like the best way to learn how to form words. If you have a lisp, practice. Oh my gosh, the Bible will teach you so much discipline. And then it'll teach you to take your time, because you can read the same thing over and over again, and the meaning will change slightly depending on your understanding. And if you read it enough, you'll get more understanding. So that's the first point of reading the Bible. So the second point is when you really get to sitting with the word and you actually can understand. See, now that's the second point. And a lot of people, they get to the second point. Good morning. A lot of people, they get to the second point, but they don't go past that second point because they don't know. See, when you get to the second point, you're starting to read and then you're starting to understand. But the other part of the second point is actually reading the whole text through. That way you get not only context, you actually get the cause, you get the start to the finish. You actually know why he said it. You know how to apply it, and then you have instructions on how to go forward. You understand? This is why the stories are so important for you to read, even if you are not fully convinced. I will not push you. This is not my job. It is not my job to push you. But if you were to actually read it to understand it, you will kind of be convinced. But let's just go a little further, because some people stop at the being convinced. They're like, okay, Jesus is God. I'm da 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 da. But let's go to the third point. The third point is the best part. And this is the part a lot of people never get to because they never read the whole text. They never get to the part where they're like, okay, this is me. And that's the part people never get to. They never get to the part in the book that they identify with. And this is why books are so important. And I'm not just talking about the Bible. I'm talking about all books. See, all the words are being used over and over again. So they're the same words. You just have to learn how to apply it in perspective. And once you get there, oh my God, sometimes you've never had to travel on a plane to know what's over there because of the information. The only thing you will lack is experience, because you're not just there to read the words and understand them, but you're also there to apply them. And this is when life gets zesty, okay? This is when life gets great, when you start to apply the word to your life. And this wonderful thing opens up your heart and your mind. And then it's like the wind takes off, and then you're up there, and then you just can't come down. It doesn't matter what happens, because you found yourself in the word. You can identify yourself. You can pick up where you left off and have instructions to go even further than you went the other day, even yesterday or an hour before. So try to hit them 3 pointers. Them 3 pointers are like a beast. And I'm not just talking basketball, no double dribble. Definitely be on your point guard. I love it here. I love it here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we this morning? Yeah. We're going to get into a little general tarot a little bit. I've got notes. We still got these lavender pencils out here. I don't know who that's for, but we still got these lavender pencils. And that's okay if you guys are in agreement, but all people should be aware and transparent and definitely look out for each other's health. And it's not just about sexual health, it is also about mental health, emotional health. If you're not there to do anything else, you're there to support. If you can't support, you don't need to be there. You're wasting people's time and you're wasting people's space, okay? We're here for the betterment of the environment, okay? Let's do that. Moving right along. I'm feeling wonderful and I hope you are too. It's Friday. Some people can park on some streets. Some people can drive. Try not to speed so much. People are still getting through little spots of black ice. There are still people that can't walk on the curbs because it is still dangerous. And just be mindful. Give yourself enough time before you leave out so that you're not rushing. You don't have to rush. And try not to speed. I know it sounds wild coming from me, myself. If you know, you know. But if you can, during like the kids are going to school and people really do have to walk in the street. So just be mindful. If you're on a straightaway and there's not like, and by all means, I ain't even going to look, let it out. I can't wait to do my next speeding test. But honestly, just, be mindful of the folks out here. Some people can't get across the street as fast. There is spots of slush and black ice out here, depending on where you are. So just be mindful of the environment that you're in. And I want to say give a little quiet time because I've been hearing a lot of ambulances. My prayer goes out to families who have just had it hard in the cold. They've been having some issues with housing. There's been a lot of water main bursts, power outages. Shout out goes out to the kids that are doing their best and giving their parents the benefit of the doubt, and shout out to the parents who are doing the best that they can. And I mean the ones that are really putting in the effort and not making excuses. You are the MVPs in your life as well as your kids, and your kids are MVPs for holding it down and making sure that they're not being bad to their brothers and sisters, and just trying to make sure that you guys keep together as a unit, and everybody gets supported, because that's what we need here in this world. Like, people have gotten a little bit, not a little bit, a lot selfish. And what is going on with y'all legislation? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the leadership around here. We just went from the truck to the private investigator. Now we're just finding out about some kind of, about what it says. It was like a lot of money spent on some music, entertainment, or some stuff. I don't know what is going on. Family can be everything, especially the family that you make. A lot of times you want to hold on to your family, and you do the best that you can. But when you realize that family isn't family, then you go on and you create your own and you take care of them. You hold no malice in your heart for the old family that you had to get rid of, but you move forward and you make sure you take care of the family that you did create. Okay, there you go. No, I don't by any means. A lot of time people say family over everything, but I've learned that over time that gets weaponized as well. You give no one unconditional love unless they're giving it to you. A lot of times people feel as though they can mess with your loyalty and weaponize your loyalty against you, even though a person isn't loyal to you. I don't suggest that in any situation, to give anybody endless loyalty, especially if they have not displayed or given this to you. That is my advice going forward. Do not make yourself a martyr for anyone, including family. If they are not willing to put into you equally, if you got to wait till holidays to get recognition, I don't think that's really family. If you have to wait to a funeral to get recognition, I don't think it's really family. If you're only being called because someone needs something or they're trying to save face, that's not family. If I can't just, If we're not on, then we off. We're not doing the back and forth. Not at all, not at all, not at all. Not at all. And a lot of times in family, there's always a few people that end up being the scapegoat. And a lot of times the people don't know that they're the scapegoat until they realize everybody has been allowed to make mistakes except them. And the reason why that person or the few people in the family haven't been allowed to make mistakes is because they've been held to a different standard than the rest of the family. And a lot of times it's unfair. It's exhausting to be the one to hold up the family standard while everybody else is allowed to be in the slums and in the dumps. So when you're the family member who has to keep up the family name, who has to keep up the family appearance, when everybody else is allowed to fall by the wayside, it becomes very, very challenging. And for those who have felt this experience, I say, let those people go. Let them slide on off the mountain. It's okay. Because they will have to, at some point, come back to the realization that you were not born to be a punching bag. Also, you're not there to absorb everybody's mistakes. That happened to me at a point in time where pretty much everyone was allowed to make mistakes, but I was supposed to be the perfect one at all times. And even a small thing would be blown out of proportion. Like, seriously, I once had a cousin who drank all the damn liquor. I had one shot. When we went back to the bottle, everybody said that I did it because I could afford the damn bottle. That cousin couldn't afford the bottle, but she drank it all the same. The fact that I could afford the bottle meant that I knew exactly how much the shit cost, so I wasn't going to drink it like a Sprite. You understand? So, you just got to be mindful. The bottom shelf people will do bottom shelf shit. And that's just a small example of how family will do you. They will let a person use them all the way to the hilt. You ask for $1 and everyone in the family will be like, she asked me for $1. She had the nerve to ask me for $1. Meanwhile, your house is on lien because of you didn't put your house up for Leroy 5 times. But God forbid you put Leroy on blast because he's got some problems. He's got the gout and he's got that baby mama. But you and your kids can't borrow $1. You need to go sell some pussy. Huh? But you just gave Leroy $50 and he went and bought some. Let me wheel back because I know there's somebody family and somebody just caught a stray. I know somebody that this got her like, what the hell did I walk into? Because if this girl laughing. Yes, honey, yes. I be on here. But I mean, it happens. You got to be perfect and everybody else is allowed. That's just like when Uncle whoever shows up to the daggone thing and they bring in the good stuff. They bring in the steaks and the burgers and stuff. And then you got the one aunt that brings the dollar store beans. And then on top of that, she put water in the damn beans. Ain't we stretched enough? It's funny, bless her heart. Now I know why. Oh, damn, Gina. She couldn't even get the 4th husband. I think if he got them damn beans. Number 4 ain't coming, baby. Just go on and pack it up. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, it was bad enough it was from the dollar store. Why did you put water in it? Dang it. It had enough. But her ass was in the corner of that daggone picnic table eating that steak. Ain't nobody see her eat that shit neither. You seen it hit the table and you ain't see it no more. She eat them damn beans though. Let me stop dry snitching. Anyways, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, happy Friday. You said them motherfuckers got 8. I don't know about who. I think when I said them, I put them on the back of the table. I was embarrassed. I'd be secondhand embarrassed. Like, shit, I don't want nobody to see it. Might do you a bigger one, make that shit fall off the table because ain't nobody gonna say you came over here and eat that. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to that dish, for real. Ooh. All right, so hold up. Here's the note. Hit me with the Roman's revenge, and you ain't even a Roman. Oh, roof. Is that a dungeon dragon? Hold up. Somebody hit me with the energy. My last family reunion, after they hit me with that old swip swapper stuff, I would laugh my tail off. Because I was just watching the people, and I ended up being the person that watched the people. I watched the people, and I seen all this shady crap going on, the eye politics, the groups of who was grouping with who, and who wouldn't talk to who, and who wouldn't sit with who. I said, oh, hell with this. This is too exhausting. They ain't getting it like that to act like that. Y'all don't be like that to be like that. Ain't no hugs and no kisses. Ain't nobody meeting up at nobody's house in the middle of the interim to act like that. Get your ass off your back. You ain't got it like that. And I know it's a fact. And that's why I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. Y'all don't have it like that to act like that. That's too much fronting. I can't do it. I can't do that. Too much fronting. Too much fronting. I ain't doing it. We ain't passing nothing. We ain't sharing nothing. We ain't going half on nothing. I'm not bringing no briskets to nothing until y'all get your lives together. That is a horrible investment. Y'all get together to try to look down on each other. Y'all get together to say, oh, I got my friend group. Why are y'all family if y'all going to treat each other like a bunch of mean girls in high school? How dare y'all say anything about family? All y'all do is group up in different groups and clump up to talk about each other and each other kids and who got what and who don't got. And 5 times out of 5, half y'all ain't got the shit y'all bragging about. Secondhand embarrassment is administered. What is it? It's like even worse than with Bro-rilla, Glorilla, little brother sisters got going on. Like, shut up. Either we're going to be a unit and we're going to be laughing with each other, but we ain't going to set the world up to laugh at us. And I'm damn sure not going to play a part of it. That is not a good brand. If I was Glow's publicist, we would have ignored that hoe until Switzerland melted. We would have ignored her. Honestly, because at the end of the day got to end. And they damn sure look like twins. So when she got up there and she did that, it was like She pushed on her. And then for all that embarrassing stuff to come out. You don't have a right to push on your family members in a bad way when you never reach down to pick them up. You don't have a right to push on nobody that you have not put a hand out to help. That's a lot of entitlement. That's a lot of entitlement to feel like because you are sitting next to a person, you are free to hurt them because you feel some type of way, or you feel you free to say something to them because you can. They free to shoot you. They free to hit you. They free to put something on you. But they choose not to. But you chose to do something to them. So who's right and who's wrong? There's a cause and effect to everything. Some people never noticed you and would have never noticed you. And that was safer than you introducing yourself to them in a negative way. That is this. It's wild that some people would rather be remembered for negative interactions. So you don't think that a person eventually will feel some kind of way? Maybe you got away with it in that moment. Maybe you got away with it a couple times, but then you ran into the right person and they knocked your head left and right. Because everybody don't go for things like that. And people know who to do it with. They do. And this is one of the mantras I've always said. When I come across such folks that feel a need to have a negative interaction, oh, they gonna meet their match. Sometimes it got to be me. A lot of times, I hope it's not, because I'm a damn fool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do not let this face fool you. I act a damn fool when I feel disrespected. That's why I go out my way not to. I know what this fool here got going on. I hope you know what you got going on too. Stop introducing yourself to people in unnecessary manners. Because when people pull up on that, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. H to the O-V. Ha! You ain't gonna know. G. And I skipped a word. I skipped a couple words because I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be cool. Stop introducing yourself to people in a negative manner, because I promise you, it's somebody gonna pull your card. It's somebody gonna go a little bit further. I remember I had this friend, and I mean, that was my ace boom coon. That was like, yeah. And he said, you know, Lexi, sometimes you got to cut them off at the pass. You got to go way further than they would have went the first time, so they don't come to hell back. And I mean, I did go. I went out there a few times and it worked, but I got in trouble. And that's because somebody went out their way to interact with me in the wrong way the first time. Y'all got to stop doing that. Everybody don't have a second time. You gonna catch that shit the first time. And a lot of people are not dealing with that. So y'all need to stop stealing people packages, because people are tired of that. Y'all need to leave people cars alone. People are real tired of that. You know, people are paying half of mortgages for car maintenance, and you think you're just supposed to just walk up and get a whole car and some gas for free? Do you know how much blood, sweat, and tears went into just the gas tank? We're not talking about the insurance. We're not talking about the maintenance. We're not talking about the down payment. We're not talking about the tires. Just the gas alone. Y'all keep playing with folk good stuff. They gonna introduce you to some stuff. A lot of y'all gonna meet Jesus unscheduled, messing with folk for no reason. Leave people alone. Especially people that you know are doing really good. Especially people you know could go really left. You know, some people can really take it there, but they choose not to because they want to live a good life. They have things to lose. They have children they have to provide good. You know, some of the goofiest people are dangerous. The reason why they choose to be creative and imaginative is because they can imagine some real bad things for you, but they choose not to. And that's a lovely part of free will. People choosing to be good when they could be bad. Same way you got up and you chose to be bad, there are so many people that chose to be good. And because they chose to be good, you were allowed to get away with a few bad things. But what if all the good people just stop giving chances? What if all the good people tighten up and they get so strict? Then what? What? I mean, actually, this was supposed to be the design, that people were supposed to be tightened up and on they good stuff. They weren't supposed to be letting things slide. But we just let so much things slide that we all on the half. And it wasn't supposed to be, what did Dougie Fresh? Ain't no half stepping. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Ain't no half stepping. Even back when we had Kwame, our rappers used to wear button downs. They used to iron their shirts. They used to wear slacks. Remember? Big Daddy Kane wore slacks and lemon pepper steppers. Our rappers had dictation. They had word. They had pronunciation. They had things that were not only lying dormant, but once they got into the flow, it would come out and you'd be like, hold up, did he just say that? He just like changed the whole perspective of the world. Now, when the rappers rap, you like, hide your daughter. Something stank. Is that breath? Like, you can just smell a backwood and booty when some of these rappers rap. You want to hide your sons and you want to pull up your drawers when you hear some of these rappers rap. You want to put your hand over your drink and turn on all the lights in the club when you hear some of these rappers rap. Like, what is going on? That's exactly what I say. What is you on? You must be one of them, because I know I got some pill poppers and some molly whoppers that be coming on here trying to push me off of my platform, only because y'all don't want nobody to tell y'all something good. It's okay. It's okay. My favorite rapper is me. Hey, if I gotta do it, I'm gonna make it look sexy. Hey, I'm gonna make it look sexy. Thriller? Oh, yeah. Give me my money. Dun, 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 dun. Thriller! Good morning. If I got a pop on them, I'm going to make it look sexy. Hey, I'm going to make it look sexy. All my Gemini rappers are my favorite rappers, and I'm a Gemini too, so I'm one of my favorite rappers. I love Tupac. I love Kendrick. I love Kanye. I love J. Cole. I like Nicki and Cardi, and the reason why I changed the word from love to like is because it's just too much stuff going on right now. I love them as artists. I love their work, but the personalities, yeah. I don't know none of my rapper dudes, but I love Tupac on a whole nother level. Kendrick, I can deal with on a whole nother level. Kanye, I love his music. I love his work. I don't know him. I just know he be off the hook, and some of the times I be off the hook with him too. And I embrace it and I keep it to myself. I don't come out bothering nobody, and I never asked you for no money, so you can mind your business. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm writing books and writing hooks, and yeah, I'm good to go. So yeah, I love Gemini artists. I definitely love me some Patti LaBelle and Miles Davis. Miles Davis, the way he plays that saxophone is like, it's like March of the Bees meets Dizzy Gillespie, and he's just there, and he's playing this profound music that your ears, and it pierces your sound waves, and it makes you just try to chase the beat. I love it when I hear Miles Davis, whatever. Miles Davis, Curtis Mayfield, love, love Curtis Mayfield. Just to push a man. Doom, 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 doom. And this is why I don't understand how music got so short, right? Because when I went to the studio, and this old ancient man who's supposed to be encouraging me in my music journey, he tries to make me change my song into like just 1 minute and 40 seconds to like 2 minutes. And I get it. This generation, or the generations we got going on, we've cut their attention spans to almost nothing with this, with the tablets and the computer learning and all this stuff, right? But I don't come from that generation. I come from where the actual introduction was 3 minutes before a word was even spoken or sang. You know what I'm saying? I come from the age where they introduce, hi, my name is Larry, and I'm a Grace. And you know what I'm saying? I love music like this. I come from sweet tenderoni, she's an extra girl. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Brown. I come from where my sister used to have me sitting in the dark because of whatever the hell happened with her and her boyfriend. But I had to listen to Bobby Brown on repeat, and I'll Be Sure, and Don't Be Cool, and all that other kind of stuff. Like, for me to turn my music into a very small interval would be madness. So when I got somebody who know better than that telling me that my music should be short, with a short attention span, he's basically trying to suicide me socially. He basically wants me to commit social suicide for myself amongst my own peers. I don't care about the people who don't want me to have a 4 or 5 minute song. Those aren't my people. They don't have a long attention span. They can't be conversated with. They can't remember things past the sandwich. Those aren't my people. If that made sense to you, God bless, because it didn't make sense to me. It hurt my head a little bit. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, the movie New Edition. You know, that movie hit home. A lot of people don't understand how much work it takes into being an artist. A lot of people don't understand how many people are waiting to rob you once you try to become an artist. Your family is going to be the first people trying to rob you when you try to become an artist. God forbid you have any family who they haven't found their talent. That's one strike against you. Um, God forbid you look any kind of way and they don't feel like they do. That's another bunch of strikes against you. God forbid you've been born into a family of a bunch of mad bitches. Oh my God. They will crucify you, because what the fuck magic did you do in this bloodline that you the only one? God. God forbid they gonna burn you at the stake. Um um and then they're going to try to see, they're going to pocket watch you, and they're going to see who comes around you, and then some of the people in your family are going to try to be sexy, and they're going to try to screw your manager or any male they see coming here, because they think that they're going to be able to give enough head to get them there. By the way, there's some strong neck bones out there. The force was good with that one. Anyway, it's all bunch of stuff. Then you got some of the males either trying to set up the people that trying to rob them, or trying to, I rap too. Let me get in the studio, and can't do a damn thing but waste your time and want to come smoke a blunt in the studio. Um, then you got the other family members who they ain't really got shit to offer, so they just want to mess up your stuff and intimidate people. So they come around and try to wave guns and say little stuff like, "Yeah, you don't want to mess with that one. Yeah, she get around. She get around." No, she don't. She just don't be around you, and she ain't never want to hang around your little ugly girlfriend, because your little ugly girlfriend still perfume and clothes and shit. Like, it's crazy. I even hung around one chick. She was like, "You ain't never gonna be around no millionaires." Meanwhile, the millionaires she around, somebody that stole out my damn purse and paid their cell phone bill. I think that was the wrong purse. Sir, I think you need to look up the word projecting. Projecting is when you take things from yourself and you put them onto other people. Okay? There you go. There's your TED Talk. I'm actually talking about some shit that actually happened. Yes. A bitch son stole out my purse to pay his T-Mobile bill. I just reported it to T-Mobile and my credit card people. It got the money put back. Because ain't no way you talking about no millionaires and no billionaires and your child is stealing out my purse. He should have stole a damn reputation. That's what he should have stole. And a richer mother. Anyway. I do, but I cannot wear costume jewelry. So it's been a hard one finding something that actually fits. I actually have to wear gold. All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get this tarot on. Anything. Obsidian pyrite, amethyst, rose quartz. Lucite. Loose. Toodaloo. Justice. How embarrassing for you, but great for me. Justice. Thank you for leaving. 11. Master number 11. That is the Libran energy. Yes. So justice. Someone is getting justice. Something is starting to even out for someone. Maybe someone has picked up on your case, or you're about to get a date in the mail. Someone is about to get some communication. There is justice. Someone is definitely getting stabbed in the back. There's the 10 of Swords. We got the 11, and now we've got the 10 of Swords, which is Gemini energy. So someone is either stabbing someone in the back or someone is being stabbed in the back, or someone is going to feel betrayed once the justice has come out. Someone will feel some kind of way about this justice. 10 of Swords. There are... Hey, there's somebody around for the picking. So somebody is waiting to pick up the scraps. I don't know who that's for, but yeah. So we've got Libra to the Gemini energy. Hey, how about this air trine? I see at the bottom we've got the Hangman, which is a 12, which is the that's Neptune. That's Neptune energy. So there's some type of stagnation going on in somebody's behalf. This is stopping someone. And now we've got the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, and that is a 7. We've got the 7 and the 10. The 7 and the 10, that's 17, 11. $28.10. We're back to 10 again. This is a cycle complete. All right, so justice is happening. Someone will be moving soon. I don't know if they're going to be moving out. They're going to be moving into a new neighborhood, a new state. Maybe they're just going to be moving into a new state of mind, or just moving from one house to another. But someone will be moving soon. Justice will prevail, and someone's going to be in their feelings about said justice. So if you're moving soon, congratulations on your new home. You will be approved soon for the person that this is for. Like I said, we've got Libra, Gemini, and Cancer and energy. So it might be a Cancer that's moving, might be a Gemini, might be a Libra. Either way, somebody's going to feel a kind of way about it, and you have to do what's best for you. Because if you always stop every time somebody feels some kind of way, you'll never get anywhere. And people will put feelings in your way to stagnate you. But they won't do a damn thing to stop when it comes the other way. Yep. Some people will not allow you to stop their show, but they will try to stop yours. It is your job to get into alignment and move in the best way forward. Don't let nobody put you on a shelf. Don't let nobody put you on hold. If you have things to do, go on and do them. Trust in yourself. Trust in the way. Things happen for a reason. Sometimes things happen to delay you from an accident might happen. And sometimes it delay you from, an outage, a pipe bursting, a car crash, a drive-by. Sometimes you get held up for different reasons. But other times, when you know and you feel it in your soul you should be going, sometimes people are trying to hold you up so that the opportunity passes by for you. Use your discernment. You will know. Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself more. All right, now we've got an 8 of Wands. We've got lots of opportunities out here. We see Sagittarian energy, and now we've got Uranus energy, which is the Fool, which is a new, fresh beginning. So if you are a Sagittarius, you have Sagittarius energy, you're a fire sign. Then we've got the High Priestess house. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This looks like Nyx. This looks like me. Yay. Dark Priestess. Dark Priestess with a hell of a light, okay? So let's see. And the only reason why I say dark is because I get energy at night. And so we've got High Priestess, we got the 8 of Wands, we got the Fool, we've got 10 again. So 10, 10, 10. I hear you, Eric. 10, 10, 10. 8, 0, 2. I definitely don't have to keep that to myself. I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried at all. I'm covered by the grace of the Lord. Like somebody throwing something at me now, I feel the heat, right? Somebody trying to throw something at me now, but it's weak shit. It's weak shit. It's only enough for me to let me know that it's somebody doing something, and it's okay. I return it back to you, but I return it after I spend the valuable currency up out of it, and you can have the crumbs, okay, hon? All right. So we've got the 8 of Wands, the 0 Fool, the 2 High Priestess. And this looks pretty good because someone needs to start new. They need to grab new opportunities. And they need to be aware of what's going on as they grab their new opportunities. Like Eric said, some things you do have to keep to yourself. Thank you. All right, next reading, step up, step up. That was Sagittarius, Uranus, Moon energy, Sagittarius. That was Moon energy, Uranus, High Priestess. That was a 10 again. That was the second 10. Second 10, Page of Cups, a deep, 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 deep emotion. 7, 7 on the screen. Deep, 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 deep emotion. That's 14. That's 5. 5 is changing options. Someone needs to make a big change, and they need to make a big change now. Someone needs to move. Someone needs to make a big change. Someone also needs to grab an opportunity and run with it. They need to run away with it. They don't need to stay in the same place. Get a life. All right. Third pull, 2 of Cups. The stars here. The stars here. The stars here. Order in the court. The stars here. Okay, so we've got 2 of Cups, 17 a star, Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Cancer out here. We've got the Aquarius out here. Now we've got the Virgo. Looks like a meeting. Look like a meeting. Look like a confused meeting. Looks like, ooh, there goes. It's either there's a feminine man or a masculine woman. Here we go again. The star is out here. All right. So we've got the Two of Cups, which looks like this is feminine. We've got the Two of Cups in Cancer. And it looks like somebody is like, these are two girls. So either there's two girls or two men coming into union together. Maybe they're finally deciding to come out with their union. But then we've got the star. Like I told you, this is like this chick that's like, this reminds me of Xena the Warrior Princess, which I love. Xena the Warrior Princess. She was pretty good, but she was pretty bulk. She was pretty buff. So I don't know if she's if this is that masculine woman here that is just, I don't know, making an offer, or if this is that man that I keep coming across that's feminine. I don't know if he's transgendered or not, or he has a need to change his sex or something. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up. I got Cancerian, Aquarian, and Virgo energy. This can be any of the three signs. There's the same-sex union coming into fruition. I don't know if it's men or women. And then we have a person, either they're transgendered or it's just a masculine woman or a feminine man that is here showing up at the star. They have aspirations on becoming bigger. So their energy is here. I don't know what they're trying to figure out. Maybe they're looking for answers, or maybe they are just here. I don't know why they're here, but they're just sitting here. It's the energy. I can feel it. It's the energy. It's like a masculine woman or a feminine man that keeps coming to see me. I think they maybe they're coming for answers. I hope things are going well for you. But attacking people because you don't feel good in your own body, or being angry at people because of the choices you made and you don't feel great about them, isn't going to make your decision any better. I hope you do find peace and solace in whatever you have to do, and you're able to move forward without any hiccups. But being angry or taking out your frustration on anybody, or trying to take something from someone, won't make your journey any easier. It'll actually make it very hard, because not only do you have to try to move forward, you also have to keep looking back and make sure that things that you've done don't come back and bite you in the tail. So if I were you moving forward, I would put down anything that would deter me, possibly get me held up in the court of law or get me in trouble. I would just stop what I was doing now, stop while I was ahead, and try to, if I can't apologize or undo any of the things that I done, I would just go forward honestly from here, because you don't want to dig the hole worse. You don't want to make the hole worse than what it is. And honestly, nobody has to forgive you. Nobody has to accept your apology, and nobody has to let you try again. So a lot of times you should have made the first time the best time, honestly. And about this same sex union, um I wouldn't worry about what other people say. I would worry about what I'm going to do. So if this is what you want to do it, and don't feel judged by anyone. Um, People are going to find things to say regardless. People are going to find things to say even if you were in a so-called normal relationship. So if I were you, I would just do what I have to do and do the hell out of it. I would be the best representative of whatever the hell I'm doing, because this is what I want to do and this makes me happy. Don't This is something that a lot of people do, and this doesn't have anything to do with signs. Don't allow I hate when you're enjoying something and someone comes up and they do something. They make a gesture, or they make they go, and all of a sudden you feel as though you have to be on a defense and change what you're doing because somebody might say something. I think that is the phoniest representation of oneself. I think that is the flakiest way to be in all this world. I think that's horrible. You should be able to do what you were doing. regardless of who walks up. If this is what you were doing and you like it and this works for you and it makes you happy, why allow somebody to come up with an opinion that has nothing to do with it? Um, Even though I'm not a part of every, all these different, the LGBT community plus community or whatever have you, I might not be part of the people that do the stretchy ear gauge thing. Um, there's a lot of things that I don't partake in, but I don't go out of my way to judge people for it. I actually like it when I see people enjoying being themselves, however far away from how I identify myself that is. I don't think it's cool or cute to go out of my way to make somebody feel uncomfortable in their skin because I don't like what they're doing. I can just close my eyes or I can just keep it going. I can keep scrolling. That is the wonderful part of life. Like a lot of times I have to tell some people, that get a little frustrated and their irritation is rubbing me wrong. I'm like, you didn't know that person 10 seconds ago. And once they leave, if you let 20 seconds pass, you won't know them after that. So the small interaction, let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of life gets wasted with not allowing things to be. If you didn't know them 10 seconds ago, why worry about knowing them after the 20 seconds passes and they're no longer there? So much energy can be put elsewhere. It can be. I promise you. I promise you. So, for this couple, congratulations and love each other all the way. Like, don't let people come around and bully you and push you around. Like, where would I be if I felt like somebody was going to call me a loser because I decided I wanted peanut butter and jelly last night? I ate a peanut butter and jelly last night because I didn't want rice and I didn't want noodles and I didn't want gravy and I didn't want a salad again because I had salad like 3 times this week. I ate peanut butter and jelly. Side note, I put a little bit of nerds on it because I didn't have the crunchy peanut butter. It was good. Just a couple of nerds. They were like grape and strawberry, so I didn't go away from the jelly, the original jelly flavors. But yeah, peanut butter and jelly with a little bit of nerds on it gave me the crunch. I wouldn't do that if your teeth aren't good, but yeah, they were good. So yeah, go forward and enjoy yourself. And to this masculine woman or feminine man, do your best. Stay away from people who try to make you feel weird about, about things. Like go where people celebrate you. Don't go where people are tolerating you. And, be honest, be truthful. Don't put yourself in a situation where a person can call you a liar or say that you're trying to get over on them or something like that. Like, be 100, whatever you are. Just be 100 about it. Embrace it. Be it. A person can't get comfortable with you unless you're comfortable with you. You love peanut butter and jelly? Right. I love my peanut butter and jelly was good last night. And I told you about the nerds thing. That was pretty good. I came up with that on the fly. I didn't have any crunchy peanut butter. I like crunchy peanut butter. I like the chunky. And I only had like 2 things of like creamy. And I think the only reason why I had creamy was because I make peanut butter stew sometimes. I got this recipe from somebody from West Africa, and I learned how to make peanut butter stew, and that shit is really, really good. I make it with like pork loin or something like that. Either pork loin or like beef, like corned beef, something like that. Nice meat. But yeah, so yeah, if you're like doing this, yeah, do this. Yeah, I have to report that one because that was terrorism. That was terrorism. You what? That was terrorism. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is good with rice. I like it with jasmine rice because long paul boiled rice is not cultural enough for me for some reason. When I'm boiling the rice, if it doesn't have like jasmine rice has a different smell to it, basmati rice has a different smell to it. I like basmati and jasmine rice with the peanut butter stew because it has like it's a different kind of rice. Like if you don't know, it's for the people who know about rice. Like all rice is not equal. All right, so parboiled rice I like for certain things. Bismati is for another thing, and jasmine is for another thing. But jasmine and bismati is perfect for that peanut butter stew. So now we've got this chick, right? I love this. She's hard at work and she's mastering things. She's sitting at her desk. She's not bothering anybody. She's in touch with the earth. She's doing her thing, she's focused and she's not worried about anybody. She's not dressed in any kind of outward like flashy kind of way. She's just kind of just doing her thing, and I like this. So for those who have all these properties, we have Cancer, Aquarius, and we have Virgo. This just looks like a bunch of people living their life, and low level people always want you to explain when you're living a good life and they don't understand it, and they always want to pick you apart. They're always trying to interrupt what you're doing because you were looking so happy, you were so relaxed, you were so in your zone that they had to just come and bother you. So for all these people who are just living their lives like it's golden, they're not bothering people, they're not doing anything wrong to anyone, to the same sex couples, long as they're not harming people and setting people up and trying to live off of people so that you could take off of your spouse. Nobody should be harming you. I don't think they should. To the masculine woman or to the feminine man, you can be a star. You can do anything you want as long as you're not harming, lying, and misleading folk and running scams on folk. You know, do the best you can. You're making sure everybody's healthy whenever you have an interaction. You're being protected in more ways than one. Do your thing. Nobody's going to bother you. Nobody should bother you. You should be allowed to live in your space without being bothered. Let them find the people that they want to be with. And to the woman who's just trying to keep her head down and get her things done, bravo. You are a rarity, and people will see the things that you do when you're finished. Don't let anybody come along and try to push you out, tell you need to party, tell you need to do this, tell you need to do that. You need a boyfriend, you need to go out, you need to. No, if this is what you want to do and you feel safest working on yourself, you like doing your studies, you like sticking to your hobbies, you like knitting, you like doing things, and you sell your stuff on Etsy and stuff, those same people who spent all of their money partying will be so envious of you once they see that you just were investing in yourself. Everybody's investment in itself doesn't look like clubbing every week. Everybody doesn't have to network. Everybody doesn't have to go out drinking every week. Sure, for some that's great, and for some that's not. Everybody isn't trying to be a celebrity. Everybody's not trying to be an influencer. Everybody's not trying to be a rapper or singer or dancer. Some people actually can make money out of the spotlight. Some people make money writing books. Hello. Some people make money out of the spotlight. Some people sew. Some people create they make glass. Some people make candles. Some people make soap. Some of these people you'll never see, but you'll always see their products and you'll buy them and they'll be okay. And when you finally see them out partying, you'll be like, well, what have you been doing with your life? Making money. Well, you've been spending it, and thank you for being a good customer. That's how that works. While there are people out spending money, there are people actually making the things that you spend money on. So be easy, be cool. There's a lane for everyone. Get in your lane, be comfortable in it, and don't let people push you out of it just because they don't know what you're doing. And that is so ignorant. I hate when a person doesn't know what you're doing, so they go out of their way to disrupt your environment because they're being nosy instead of just asking you, hey, I'd like to know what you're doing. And I definitely have the option of telling you to mind your business. But for you to disrupt my life just because you just want to know what I'm doing, that's tacky, low, sucky behavior. And I pray you don't come around these people a lot. That's just like when I'm reading a book and somebody says, hey, what book you reading? When they could have just sat there and watched for the title. Or they could have just waited until you took a break from your book and asked. They just had to interrupt you in the part, in that part that you look so enamored in. They just had to stop you in the middle of your brainstorm. I detest those type of people. The exasperation. Anyway, I do. I detest those type of people. They will see you studying. They'll see you in the lab. They will see it, and they will do. It just pains them to see that you are paying attention to your stuff and not them. So they would just. It angers me because I know how it is when I'm like in the studio or when I'm like writing and I'm in a good uptick, and then somebody comes and just throws me all and gets me out of my zone. I'm like, why do you exist? I think this is why I chose to be single, is because there are too many people that just they want to be a bigger presence than what they are in your life. And especially if you're not doing anything for me, you're just bothering me just to be important, and you're not. You you have nothing. You come with empty hands and empty pockets and thirst upon your lips. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. All right, for the last spread, let's get it. Let's get it for the last spread. Okay, so now we've got Pisces energy, Aries energy. The Emperor is out here in the Chariot. Okay. Okay, Aries, you're back. Okay, Aries, your season is approaching. February is here and March is approaching soon. Aries, the moon is here, which is deep in emotions. Piscean energy, hit dogs will holler. I see two towers. I see two homes. I see a wolf and I see a golden retriever. I also see a lobster. I'm just telling you what I see on this card. I had some lobster ravioli the other day and I didn't think it was going to go well, but it actually went good. I made some lemon butter sauce. I made it like from scratch, like with the stuff in there. I just kept a little bit of the starch water from the raviolis in there, and I put like half a stick of butter, some lemon juice, a little bit of dill, and some Italian, and a teensy bit of minced garlic. It was pretty good, and it was like it was lobster ravioli, the type you get from the market. It was pretty good. Hopefully that helps somebody with a little quick side dish, a little side meal. Um, I can only eat like 8 of the raviolis. They're pretty good. It's pretty rich. And it's like, I think it's 16 raviolis in there. So it's enough for 2 settings. So I just like took 8 raviolis out and put the others in. Alex does not like raviolis, but that stuff was pretty good. I could have put a little bit of sun-dried tomatoes. If you like sun-dried tomatoes, that might get a pretty good taste. Or capers. I like capers too. I don't know how that happened, but I love capers. Okay, so moon 18. And this just okay, love's around. I can that's what that means. Okay. Okay, so when I start salivating, that's like a love thing. I don't know what that is. I make dumplings. I make a good coconut dumpling. Coconut dumplings are really good. You should try. So yeah, this is the moon energy, Piscean energy, deep emotions, deep feelings, deep memories, nostalgic almost. And we have 2 towers, so I don't know if this is present and future, past and present, or past and future, and this is present. I'm not sure. Take what resonates. I'll let you see so that you can get your own visual. Okay. And then we've got the Emperor, which is 4. It's Aries. And I know the first half of March is Pisces. The second half of March is Aries. So the first half of April is Aries as well. So we're going to, from March to April, April being the 4th month. And this is, the Emperor is 4. So, this is your time. Time is moving very fast for anyone who has Aries in their chart. And is going in Aries season. So Aries with an Aries, and this is fast moving, the Chariot. Put them all together. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 22 plus 7. That's 29. That's 11. Going back to the master number 11. We got 10s, 10s, and 11s out here today. We got master numbers ascension. It might not be everybody, but it fits like a slipper. There's a male going through ascension. He's no longer, I don't know if he just got here or whether or not he just had the epiphany that he should be doing better. He should be looking for a mate. He should be putting certain things down. He shouldn't be addicted to anything. He does not need the friends that he needs. He chooses the friends that he has, and he's going to do well as picking them going forward, and he's going to put everyone in a place for everything. There is a male that is getting in his Emperor energy, whether he's an Aries or not. Aries is an energy as well as it is a sign or a description. Please take what resonates. There is an Emperor arising right now, and it's fast moving. So this is past, present, and this is future. Past, present, future. Okay. So there's an Aries that's actually going through a dark night of the soul and awakening. He's seeing past, present, and future situations as they are. He's starting to put things in alignment. He's starting to know who did what, who did him wrong, who said what. He's also starting to know what family and what friends, what cousins, and what needs to end. He also is becoming aware of his environment and whether or not he needs to move. He's also becoming aware of his hygiene, especially his sexual hygiene and lack thereof. Has he been doing it? There is an Emperor that is an awakening, and hopefully he awakes in time for this love offer that is about to happen. I don't know if you're going to be introduced somewhere around Valentine's, but Valentine's won't be significant. Aries season will be significant. But from here on out, because tomorrow is Valentine's. Today is the 13th, Friday the 13th. Go and say your prayers and your wishes. Today is the 13th, which is breaking down into a 4, which is your family and your foundation. So there is an Emperor that is getting family and foundation together because he is seeking a wife. Between Aries season and next year, someone is getting married. Let's get the budgets together. Let's get that stuff together, because not only do you need money for a ring, you need money for a house. You need money for a house, and you need money for a spouse. We're not worrying about kids right now because nobody's trying to mother anyone. That's the problem with most relationships. They go in and everybody wants a freaking kid. Nobody wants a freaking kid until they get their mother issues out of the way. Stop getting pregnant as soon as you get married. Judgment. Find out if you actually want to be there before you have a baby. That baby does not need to suffer with situations that you don't even know if you really even want to be in. And it usually takes 2 to 3 years to find out if you really want to be with a person. Slapping bitches and domesticating hoes. All right. I'm sorry. I needed to say that. Yeah, so Aries, get ready for it. Get your stuff in together. I don't care if you've got to beat yourself into submission. That's who should do it anyway, because you don't want people hitting on you. Beat yourself into submission, sir. It's time for you to get it together. All right. So, I don't know how to take that. I don't know what advice you took. Once again, we've got Piscean, Aries, and Cancer energy. So we've got the moon energy, we've got Emperor, and we've got Chariot, which is fast moving. So get it together, shape it up, fellas. I love you, and I hope you love me too. All right. So don't come for me because somebody's spinning you. Until next time, this is Nyx. We're out.